Coming up next on Columbus Connections, there is so much going on with our youth today. We are talking to an organization who is helping solve the problem. Stay tuned. Welcome to Columbus Connections. I am your host, David Britt. We're here. We talk to organizations who are out in the community, hands-on, working to make a difference, and today is no different. We are talking to another great organization and a great person from that organization who is hands-on with our community youth. I'm talking to 100 Black Men. We have one of their great representatives here. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine, Mr. Davis. How yourself?
I'm doing good. Give us your name and give us your position with 100 Black Men and give us what you all are doing in the community.
I am Abdur Hassan, and I am the mentoring chairperson for the 100 Black Men of Columbus. One of our objectives is to mentor in the community. We have several things that we do: mentoring, financial literacy, education, health and wellness. But I'm primarily focused on mentoring. As you said, our youth need mentors. And our motto is what they see is what they'll be. Too many times they see things other than what is going to help them to be successful in life. So we have many members who are examples of what they could see and what they could be, but they have to see it in order to, first of all, realize that it is a possibility.
Right. And you said so much then in that introduction, because we always see on the news everything going wrong in communities, so many young African-American males who take the wrong turn, who make the wrong choices, and people often ask, who's helping them? Well, why aren't people helping them? What can be done? And your organization is actually doing it and making those changes. Tell us some of the things that you all do specifically with those youths. We talked about mentoring, we talked about literacy. You all also just go into the schools and really help the students.
Yes, we are authorized through the school board to go into the schools. And currently we're in about 5 elementary schools and a couple middle schools. And we go there, work out a schedule with the administration. Normally it's 1 day a week. They select students who have been granted permission from their parents to participate in our mentoring program. And we work with these young men, mainly 5th graders, on character, life skills. We teach them things, how to tie a tie, how to change a tire on an automobile. We teach them respect and also help them academically. We want to keep them in school. So many times, problems that students have in school are related to attendance and discipline. So many times those students are ones who are suspended from school because of disciplinary problems, and because they are suspended for disciplinary problems, their absentees are increased, and because they are not in the seat, then they can't be taught. So it's a cycle.
Right.
So we want to make sure that we have a change in behavior, but we also help those students who might be borderline, who need a little bit of extra help academically.
Gotcha. Now, I imagine there's a great need for this. I imagine there are a lot of young men who want to be a part of this or who could benefit from this. If somebody's watching right now, they want to be a mentee, how could they go about that?
Well, we're going to be having at St. Mary's Road Elementary School tomorrow, they're having an attendance jamboree.
Gotcha. And tomorrow, this is, as it airs now, this is going to be Saturday, September 1st, right?
This is going to be Friday,
Oh, I missed.
September
Okay,
1st.
let me run it back. So that's tomorrow, so that's going to be Friday, September 1st, correct?
That's correct.
Got
9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. And parents, we'll have a tent there, 100 Black Men. Parents can come by the tent, fill out an application or ask questions about the program. And with their permission and the school's agreement, they will be involved in the mentor program. And we will meet with them, and not only meet with them at the school, but also give them experiences outside of the school. Last year we took them to Stars and Stripes. They enjoyed that. We took them to the the Columbus Lions football game. We've taken them in the past to the Globetrotters. We took them bowling. We're taking fishing.
Yeah.
It's unlimited to what we can do. We just need participation and permission from the parents.
Right. That's interesting because those are so many things that people take for granted that some kids in our community have never done. They've never been bowling. They've never gone fishing. They've never gone anywhere past their neighborhood. So those things they're so amazing, and it sows such a big seed in the mind of those kids, and it gives them incentive to want to do better in school. So it's full circle.
Right. And also, we are having this year one of our members who's going to be teaching about drones. He's a drone enthusiast,
Yeah.
and so on Saturdays in the morning, and we haven't worked out all the details, but in a couple of the schools, we'll have introduction to drones. Additionally, we have another member who's a history enthusiast, and we're going to have an African American history challenge. So each school will have a team, and these teams will compete within themselves, but also against each other. And in the end, the school that wins will represent the 100 Black men at our national convention, all expenses paid. And this is a great opportunity for them to see other people, to travel, because it will probably involve flying. Last year, our convention was in Las Vegas. The year before that, it was in Hollywood, Florida. And so wherever it is, those representatives will be sponsored. Hotel, flight, travel expenses, as well as their meals.
Gotcha. Now, if someone's unable to attend this on September 1st, but they still want to become a part of it, whether they want to be a mentee or whether they want to look into membership, how would they go about contacting you all?
We have a website, 100 Black Men of Columbus, GA.org. And on that website, parents can go and find the application. They can fill out the application for their student to become a mentee, as well as others can go on the website and read about some of the things that we're doing.
Gotcha. And again, I just want to touch on so many great things that you have done specifically in the Columbus community, and so many amazing members. I know a lot of them. They do great things, and like you said, kids will want to be what they see. You said it so much better than I just said it. Say it
What
again
they
for me.
see is what they'll be.
What they see is what they'll be.
If they see Honorable Judge Richardson,
Yeah.
they can conceive being another Judge Richardson. If they see Brother Isaiah Hughley, they can see being a city manager. If they see Honorable Karen Smyrie, they can see being a state representative. If they see Mr. Greg Countryman, they can see being a leader in the city. So many members who are doing outstanding things, who are playing various roles in the community. So many times our people don't have an idea that they can be this because they don't know anyone who's like that. If they see Brother Christopher Lee, they can understand that they can be a doctor. If they see Adrian Chester, they understand that they can be a minister with influence in the community who can help other people and be involved in other things. Those are just a few other members in the community that we have who are doing great things.
Right, and many of those names you named come from the same areas, come from the same places that these young men come from.
Exactly, and that's very important because when they see some of these people, they think, well, I can't be that because I come from Baker Village, I come from E. County, not understanding that outstanding members like Honorable Judge Allen, who came from BTW.
Right.
He was a Tuskegee Airman, flew planes, and then came on to be a judge. Came from BTW.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter where you come from, it's the opportunities that you have and that you take advantage of. But it's very important that as a young person, you make right decisions so you're not eliminated from some of these things, because sometimes one mark on your record can automatically eliminate you. And that's where our mentors come in. We want to encourage these young men to do the right thing, to make right decisions. So when people see you, they will look at you and see, this is somebody. You know, we don't want them sagging.
Right.
You know, it's bad that now when you see a young man who got his pants up and his shirt in, you compliment him. Why should you have to compliment somebody for doing right?
Yeah.
But they are the exception, and we want to encourage them to continue to do those things. So those are just some of the things that we try to get them to understand. Make the right decisions. Be one in your school that your administration and your teachers look up to and speak highly of.
Right. So Friday, September 1st at St. Mary's Elementary. What time will it be?
9 o'clock to 10 o'clock.
Gotcha. And that's if you're interested in being a mentee, that's your time to sign up there. However, if you miss that time period, you can also go to your website at
100 Black Men of Columbus, GA.org.
Right. Sowing seeds, encouraging youth to make better choices and showing them the better choices and showing them the examples of what comes from making better choices. And say it one more time for me, because what they'll see.
What they see is what they be. If they see people fighting in the street, they'll become a fighter. If they see their mother being abused, they're subject to be an abuser, are subject to feel that, well, I'm supposed to be abused because my mother was abused. But if they see people out doing positive things, we have to expose them to that. I asked a young man several years ago who was in the 4th grade. I would ask the whole class. I asked, if you had $1 million, what would you do? And you had 1 month to spend it. He said, I'll buy a double wide and a pickup. Because he came from a trailer park where a double wide
Right.
was living large.
Right.
That's what he saw. He didn't think about anything like what you might see in some of our other upscale communities, because all he saw was trailers. And he thought a double wide meant that he was living large, and a pickup.
Wow.
So what they see is what they'll be. We have to show them more things. And I would also say that in collaboration with the Civic Center, I've spoken with the representative there. They have several programs for our youth. We can take them there for ice skating. They haven't been exposed to that. As members of the 100 Black Men Mentor Program, we can take them there. They can go otherwise, but this is something that we do.
Right.
We would take them there just to give them opportunities to, again, experience something that they've never experienced before.
Right. What they will see is what they will be, and we thank organizations like 100 Black Men for sowing into these young people and showing them what exactly that they can become. 100 Black Men of Columbus, showing these kids what they can be by showing them great examples and how to be those examples. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on Columbus Connection.